don't make sense what the suffering was for. Cause I got out my head and I got in my bag. No time to be crying, there's money to make. I'll do what I gotta, whatever it takes. Cause I'm pushing myself to be one of the great. And my time is right now, I cannot wait.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Extreme Lifestyle Living Podcast. And today, honestly, I'm going to be completely derailing the original plan that I had for this episode. And if you've been here for a while, you know I sometimes do that. And if you're new here, then I do apologize that this is your first episode you're listening to. But the reason why I'm doing that is because I had an entire episode I want to talk about in terms of expectations on yourself. And I'm honestly just going to have to set that one to be for next week, because I was really thinking, I was trying to sit here and get in the mood to record it, honestly, the podcast episode about expectations, but I just honestly wanted to the reason why I was going to go on talk about that is stemming from what I want to talk about today, and that's honestly just being proud of yourself. And your expectations really do have an alignment with how proud you are, right? Like, you exceed your expectations, you're very proud of yourself, right? Let's say you have a goal of saving $50 a week, or going to the gym 4 times a week, or eating X amount of calories, or X amount of improvement in your nutrition goal, X, whatever that it looks like for you, and you exceed those, and you're going to feel fucking very proud of yourself. And if you don't exceed those, maybe you don't meet your goal, and then, or your expectations of whatever avenue of life you're trying to improve, then you're going to feel that disappointment and all these other things, right? And I had this whole episode I want to talk about, breaking it down. But honestly, I just want to speak from the heart, because I think the reason why I'm even talking about these things is because I've been doing a lot of reflecting on my life recently. And honestly, that's what my podcast is me reflecting on my life. And I've just been on my mind about just like how great my life is, honestly, and how I'm just not using it to serve myself and serve my family and serve my life as great as I could. And what I mean by that is, like, don't get me wrong, I worked very hard to get in the position I am. And this is another reason why I want to talk about expectations, because I'm very hard on myself. But, like, at one point in my life, let's say 5 years ago, which would have been 2017, 2018, I was honestly addicted to drugs and partying all the time. And now I'm sitting here 5 years later in my own home office with my computer, my Xbox, everything. My dream. It's my dream. It's straight out my dream, for anyone that's new here. Like, I had a pretty shitty childhood where a lot of this stuff was taken away from me, and it is what it is, it's no sob story. But now that I have it all back, it's like I've won, but there's still those days that I have these crazy expectations on myself to, get to the next level, get there, get here, do this, do that. And it's just like all these, like, I don't want to say tangible, but it's like these self-fulfillment and self-validation prizes in my life that are going to give me the fulfillment on one day. I guess I'm realizing as I'm speaking about it that I can look back on my life and be like, oh, I did it. I did what I needed to do for myself, my family, and things like that. And the entire time that I'm sitting here feeling this way, I'm not taking acknowledgement for the fact that I've built myself a life where I can focus on those things every single day. And the rest of my life is going to take care of itself within reason, as long as I keep my expectations and my standards, my non-negotiables in a certain avenue. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I had a conversation today for about 15 minutes on the phone with my brother. And for anyone that doesn't know, like, I have 2 brothers, and we're I'm close as fuck with both of them. I don't want everyone to talk shit like that, but some of us don't speak that often, and it is what it is. There's reasons for that. We're not going to talk about them, but my other brother, DJ, he's married. He has a baby niece, Violet, he has a baby daughter, Violet, my niece. And we were just talking on the phone today, and, just like talking about things like, his wife can't go to work because of daycare. And just being in a position, I work from home. And it's like, okay, well, I work from home my whole day. I don't have really any expectations to stick to, per se, outside of certain avenues of my life. And it's like there's times where I could definitely give myself more purpose and anchor myself into a position to, like, rekindle some family love and support that maybe I never had as a child, and, like, make sure I'm a big part and staple of Violet's life, and I could help out a few times a week, and, like, I'm a good help out. We could take care of and help and support a family. And I started looking at things like that. I was like, damn, well, it's like literally this time last year I wouldn't have been able to offer that. I would just be like, oh man, that shit, you didn't get qualified for baby care or child care or anything like that, so like you're kind of fucked. But I'm in a position to help and serve, and I'm over here still having these high expectations and beating myself up and be like, oh, I just got to get here. And it's just like the reason why I just wanted to speak, just to derail the original podcast talking about expectations, just be real, is because at any point in your life, you got to just like take note of like how far you've come, You know, like just think about your fitness goal. Just think about like your any goal in your fucking life, and then just really just reflect on it and just understand that like you really have really come so far. You know, the fact that you're still going to the gym, the fact that you're still like showing up for yourself, the fact that you're still like getting everything you want. Like, yeah, sure, maybe it's not the picture perfect avenue of what you want, but you're still here fighting for it, you know. And it is marginally better. And it's like, and even if it's not marginally better, like you got to be willing to like embrace those challenges and raise the bar or do what you got to do to get there, right? But it's like at the end of the day, you just got to understand that as long as you never give up, as long as you just stay relentlessly on the path and relentlessly look at yourself in the mirror and just be proud of who you are and just be like, are you doing great? Yes or no? And then check your integral intuition, you know, check your gut and just be like, am I doing what I need to do to see the success that I want? If it's an immediate yes, boom, be proud of yourself and knowing that you're doing everything you can. Track your effort, be relentless towards your goals, and just never give up. And your success is going to be inevitable. But make sure you're being proud of yourself. You know, make sure you're enjoying the fruits of your labor, making sure you're taking notice and awareness of the opportunities that your life has your life now has because of how hard you've been working. You know, like just think about those times you've been working those shitty ass jobs and you never wanted to be there. You know, you're just looking at the clock and be like, man, I fucking hate this. And you still may feel this way now at work, right? And that's completely fine. But is it as bad as it used to be? You know, like same with your fitness goals. Like, yeah, sure, maybe you didn't hit that strength goal you wanted, you didn't lose the weight you wanted yet, or maybe you haven't like hit however you're tracking your progress in the gym. And it's like, okay, cool, but like, what measurements of success do you have that's better? I can guarantee you feel a little bit better about yourself when you look in the mirror because you know you're putting an effort in. I can guarantee the people around you have either melted away in terms of, and what I mean by that is like they left you because they can't keep up with the new standard that you have for yourself, even if you don't feel like you're seeing success. So you're getting better relationships, more strong relationships. Other people are taking notice in terms of like your family, your people, like your partners, the closest ones to you. So you're motivating them. And it's like all these different things are still seeing success, right? And it's like, so still be proud of yourself. You know, like even if it's like a career or you're studying, it's just like, oh, it's been so long that like, you know, I think just like the grind's real to get the promotion or like, you know, get the degree. And it's like that, like hard work pays off. You know, be proud of yourself. You're like, we have one shot on this planet. One shot. Yesterday doesn't exist. It's history. It's gone. It's a pigment of our imagination. We can just think of it. And that's the only time it's ever going to exist again. Tomorrow is a pigment of our imagination in the sense that we can only predict, we can only think of what we think is going to happen. We have no sweet clue what's going to happen tomorrow. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the only time that matters is the present moment. And it's like on the one side of the table, you want to be able to look at it and be like, okay, cool. I'm doing exactly what I need to do to get myself in alignment with where I need to get to. But then on the other side, you got to understand, you got to be proud of yourself no matter where you're at in that journey. Because as long as you're staying relentlessly committed to your journey, you're putting effort into it every single day and trying your best. And like I said, with the integral intuition, you're really checking your gut. Like, am I doing what I need to do to see the level of success I demand for my life? If it's an immediate yes, be proud of yourself and be good about it. And then the rest is going to work itself out. And if it's no, then you know you need to embrace some things and tackle some challenges and get into it, like maybe a little bit of a messier side of your mindset. But that's all I wanted to do today, is just rant about being proud of yourself, honestly. There's really no main topic on this besides just coming from the heart, speaking about it, and just want you to know, like anyone, like a lot of you guys that listen to this, I know like I talk to you guys on a daily, weekly basis, and some of you guys like really put me on this pedestal sometimes to say how much I help out and inspire and help change your guys' life. And honestly, the fact that I can sit here and talk the way I am right now is because of you guys, and that's so fulfilling. And I can't even put it into words, you know. And that's why it's so real for you guys to understand what I'm going through currently, right? Being proud of myself, realizing how far I've come in the avenues of my life, and just like I said, checking the integral intuitive part of my gut and be like, am I doing good? Fuck, I actually am. Boom, be proud of yourself. So I appreciate you. Sorry for the rambling and the ranting. I just want to come at you from the heart and where I'm at with my life, and just really talk about being proud of yourself and like how important it is to understand that in different avenues of your life. So I appreciate you. Have a blessed fucking week, and see you in the next episode. Let's go.
Who's on my side? I don't know anymore. Cause it's more than a battle, we going to war. And losing again, I just cannot afford. I think it's my time to go even the score. What you see on the surface attached to my core. I'm stacking my paper, but feeling for more. One hell of